Correct me if I'm wrong, has been on hiatus, and I understand. I'm lazy. Not even. Fuck that. I've been going through motherfucking the greatest times in my life. Going through this journey, trying to understand what the fuck my life is about and how to like live it. So I had to take a little break from the Correct Me If I'm Wrong videos because it's extremely time consuming to record yourself on the video and then have to go back and edit it, and you know it was a lot of work. But I am back because I want to share the things that I've learned, and I want to bring Correct Me If I'm Wrong season 3 to you guys. So here we go, guys. For those who missed it, Correct Me If I'm Wrong is back. Alright, on this episode of Correct Me If I'm Wrong, I'm going to talk about Ramadan. What Ramadan is, why I've chosen to participate in it, what my religious background is, because apparently every time I say, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing this because of Ramadan, they immediately ask me, are you Muslim? I'll get into that a little bit, and also, yeah, basically I'm going to explain to you why I've chosen to participate in Ramadan this year and why I feel like it's a beneficial thing for me in my life right now. So as you guys know in these Correct Me If I'm Wrong videos, I'm here to spread the truth and let you guys know what my opinion is on it, and then, you know, you of course correct me if I'm wrong. So let's start off with the truth. What is Ramadan? According to Wikipedia, Ramadan, also known as Ramazan, romanized Ramadan, is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and is observed by Muslims worldwide as a month of fasting to commemorate the first revelation of the Quran to Muhammad, according to Islamic belief. So basically, when you fast, you don't eat or drink anything while the sun is up. What I feel it kind of does is exercises discipline, because if you can't eat or drink for a certain amount of time, you're gonna feel it. Trust me, I'm participating in it right now. I haven't eaten or drank anything today since 3:55, and I definitely feel it. But in life, I feel we have to go through a lot of hardships to grow and to get better from it. So the reason why I'm participating in Ramadan is because personally I feel like I like discipline. I live in this house, yes. I bought my own house, I moved out, I don't live with my grandmother anymore. I think makes almost like a year and change that I've lived here. And the issue I've been having in my life is I never really had someone to kind of tell me what to do. I've always been the person to set my own standards and to kind of discipline myself. And you guys notice when you grow up with your grandparents that, you know, you definitely have a parent there, but at the same time it's not as strong of a leash that you would possibly have if your mom or your dad was the one that was kind of bringing you up from a certain age. So discipline is something that sometimes I lack, and that's a great thing sometimes because I follow my dreams and I think openly and I live my own life. But sometimes it also hurts me because I don't get shit done on time, or I make things done when I want them to be done, or I'm late sometimes. So I feel like in my life right now I need some discipline and I need some direction. So I decided, you know what, Ramadan is coming up. Let me exercise this to gain this discipline and to kind of respect another person's culture and religion, and kind of learn about it and see, you know, what I'll feel like after completing it and how my mind will be. And I think that's part of growing up, you know, learning to address the flaws that you have and then attempt to correct them. You know, I know that nobody's perfect, so I was definitely raised into the Christian religion, but as I grew a little older and I kind of have the ability to kind of use my own mind and pick what I want, I realized like around 13, 14, like, you know, my uncle was teaching me all of this Black Power stuff and the Malcolm X and, you know, and the Nation of Islam and like the history of Black culture. It really kind of resonated with me that the Muslim religion was like the original Black religion, and I felt like it was something that garnered a lot of respect and a lot of structure, and I feel like it's a very religious religion. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically like niggas take it seriously, you know what I'm saying? And I'm in no way, shape, or form an extremist in anything but probably being myself. So I don't call myself a Muslim because I feel like that's fake, because I don't attend mosque, or I don't follow every single teaching, but I feel like I respect that religion, and I feel like that religion kind of resonates with me more. So it's like when people ask me about that, I kind of don't really say anything, because like that's like me just like liking cars or planes but calling myself a car or plane mechanic when I'm really not. I like it. I'm not, extremely studied in it, and I'm not like OD like skilled. So with religion, I really don't like to say I'm something if I'm like not really, really in it. Like you ask me if I'm NWP, I'm NWP. You know what I'm saying? I rep this shit all the time. Because when you know me, I'm NWP. But if you ask me if I'm like religious or if I'm Muslim, I sometimes say yes. Sometimes I say no. It depends. But for the most times, it's just like, I'm not heavily religious. I never really was like that, and I kind of just can't be like that just because I respect the religion. I'm not gonna just throw myself into it. But I do respect all my Muslims. I respect all my Christians. I respect all my Jews. Everybody do what they do. And what I advise you guys to do is to kind of go out there and try to learn as much as you can and be open-minded and kind of go out there and figure out which religion that you possibly want to be a part of, if you want to be a part of one. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. But basically, whatever you go out there that you need to basically help you stand in life and kind of give you something to reflect upon, even if it's just you talking to yourself, I feel like you should go out there and try it, because we all know life is hard. We all know it's a lot of work to go through life. So when you have something like a religion or something to kind of like stand next to, it's a little bit easier. So I don't judge anybody for being religious, because some people need it. But that's neither here nor there. So with that being known, how long is Ramadan, right? So Ramadan occurs from Thursday, May 17th to Saturday, June 16th. So basically about a month. And throughout this month, you go out of your way to make sure that you eat, you drink as much water during the nighttime, so that when you do have to fast in the daytime, it's a little bit more sensible. You don't faint, you don't die, obviously. One of the main questions people have been asking me is like, oh, how can you not eat for a month? That doesn't make sense. I'm like, bro, listen, what are you talking about? Like, I'd be dead if I didn't eat for a month. Or drink? No, nigga, I'd be dead in like a week if I didn't drink. Yeah, what a lot of people need to understand is that Ramadan isn't starving yourself for a month, because that'd be really ridiculous, and I feel like there'd be no Muslims around if everybody just starved themselves, because then you would die. But basically, it's more about the discipline and about doing something that you don't think you can do. And I'm one to always accept a challenge, and maybe next year I'll try a Chinese culture aspect that builds discipline. Or I'll try something from an African culture or something else, basically, that helps me build myself. And while And there's a few other rules besides like not eating and drinking during the day. You're also supposed to not have sex during the day. You're supposed to be a lot more positive, and you're supposed to be like ridding of hate, and you gotta be more of like a open-minded and just like a generally better person in this time. As well as Muslims aren't really supposed to drink alcohol anyway, so you're not supposed to drink alcohol, especially during this time. I know Dubai is probably dry as hell right now, because when we was there before, niggas was drink it, but probably not now. But anyway, so yeah, for me personally, I'm gonna try to not drink the whole month, and I'm gonna definitely try to stay within the realms of the fast. So as well as not eating pork. Might as well, just try it, take it out the diet, and you pay a lot more attention to what you eat when you literally have to pay attention to what you eat and when you eat. So those are my Ramadan guidelines, and I'm gonna try to do my best to complete it. One of the good things I think about this Ramadan concept and the Muslim religion is that it's very forgiving. If you do mess up and you have to drink on a day or eat on a day, you can always make that day up, which is good. It's not an end-all be-all, like you're a bad person, you just have to make those days up. Right now, I took my mom to Italy for a couple of days, and I just make those 2 or 3 days up, and I started doing my fast again. That's why I'm about to faint during this video. So yeah, I just had to give you guys that explanation of why I'm doing Ramadan, and why in these next couple of videos I'm gonna look a little lightheaded. Hey man, it's your boy Davy Jones, and if you don't feel like respect for another person's religion or attempting to discipline yourself is gonna help you out in the long run in life, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna do what I wanna do. When I'm done doing this, I'm gonna drink a lot of liquor. I'm gonna be liquored up. Damn, I got a headache right now. Damn. Wow. It's my Ramadan headache. It's only like 2 o'clock too, which sucks. That means I got like mad time. Like I still gotta eat. Like I don't got mad time. I got like 6 hours until I can eat.